This was the beginning of the game that put humanity's fate on the line.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chapter 7. Before I begin, and I apologize, I feel like I've done this in a lot of videos in a row now, but once again, the idea, and granted, it may be better explained, but the idea that they all had a weird memory loss, and so all of them knew that there was a extra kid, but none of them remembered that they all knew it was Mamoru that was the extra kid, and even to the point where they all thought it was Haruto. Really, it just seems too convenient to me, you know? I'm like, it'd be one thing to be like, yeah, we have some like memory loss, it's hazy, we're not sure which of us is the liar, but they all came to the conclusion that it was Haruto. And what is the deal with Haruto looking exactly like? I mean, there's just a lot of things that just seem. I think that's actually the bigger one. I don't actually mind that Mamoru was able to insert himself into their memories and claim to be a garage kid and be accepted. You know, that one makes a degree of sense because they don't remember. They don't remember specifically. It's all hazy. The fact that the guy that happened to murder Sachika just happens to look exactly like Haruto is really weird, unless we are dealing with another clone situation. But even then it would be weird. Like, how does the Kurosaki clone just happen to look like what Haruto is going to look like when he grows up, which you can't possibly know yet, because Haruto is still a kid? I guess that's not entirely true. They could have taken Haruto's genetic material and made the clone from that, in which case they will end up looking very similar. Odd. I agree, Kitty. Weird.
My father and mother were both brilliant, talented students with promising futures ahead of them.
I, on the other hand, was a hippie and think everything's about love.
Now, why do you think such a couple would have a child while they're still students?
Because the dad forgot to wrap it up.
Well, it's because they wanted to conduct an experiment to satisfy their curiosity.
The pull-out method? I'm sorry. I'm being stupid.
In other words, they wanted to see if they could raise a greater genius than its brilliant parents.
Oh, that's a super nice. That doesn't like literally every couple want to do that. I don't think there's anyone that's like, well, let's have a kid, but let's make sure that they're worse off than us. I don't want to be shown up by some brat.
My father, particularly, was the type who had to take action once he set his mind on something. Since fertility rates are higher while young, he convinced my mother to have me. So typical of him.
That's an odd thing to say. Fertility rates are higher when you're young, so we won't have to work as hard to have a kid. Like, first of all, it ain't work. Second of all, it's like having a lower fertility rate, unless that lower rate is 0.
Whether or not there was any love between them, I just don't know. They never did get married.
Huh.
In any case, my mother, Sakura, passed down her family name Ichio. And I was named Mamoru.
By your father, I'm sure, because that's kind of the division that they would have agreed on.
My father wanted to name me Sho, but prioritized my mother's wishes instead.
Interesting. So I wonder if the show from the TV is actually based on him. Because again, if he is one of the scientists that may or may not have been involved in the cloning experiment to begin with, it is entirely possible that the show thing was sort of like directed by him or designed by him, although he may not have actually had a hand in the making the actual episodes. In which case, I wonder who Mirai is based off of. Probably something with Sachika.
And so, our experimental family life began. But despite their expectations, I turned out abhorrently mediocre, with no special talents.
And thus the experiment did indeed prove it was both nature and nurture that's important.
And the more I aged, the more the gap between me and talented individuals widened.
I wonder if Mamoru had something to do with the entire experiment that happened, and he specifically wanted the world to be remade by average people. Because I don't think any of us are actually all that impressive. One of us has rich parents, but that's about it.
When I turned 12, my father gave up on me and left me for good. My mother also seemed to discard her expectations of me. focusing on her work instead. 5 years later, a girl who was hailed a genius was born. Between my father and his new woman.
Interesting, so that would make Mamoru 17 at the time? I figured Black Sheep would come up eventually. Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame. I actually don't know the rest of this. 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. I was like, seriously, like 3 bags full is as far as I knew that nursery rhyme. I did not know the other lines.
What?
A spare X key?
That's right.
Spare X key in a certain place. You can get it. You can bring Haruto back to life. I lower back to the pyramid and it's hard to throw in the same position for so long. My hands and feet that were bound just a minute ago in search of a more comfortable position.
No.
You really think we're gonna buy that?
Hey.
You're the one that turns in the clothes and made extend TV.
Dummy!
They'd be lying to make us put our guard down. I watched them indifferently for a while. As they calmed down, I began speaking.
However,
If you want to revive Haruto, you got no choice but to believe me.
in that case,
But I gotta ask, why change it? You wanted to kill us, right?
yeah.
Interesting. So Kurosaki was actually. It does make sense why he was so annoyed about being compared to Kurosaki. I didn't expect Kurosaki to betray me. That helped me realize something. If I lose all of you, I'll truly be alone in this world. That's why I want to save Haruto, who sacrificed himself for us. I wonder why she is not a kid, even though they... This is a continuation of the previous scene where they all just came back. Oh, yeah, derp. Yeah, because she's the one that... Haruto saved her. She's the one that ran back with all of her X-keys. As expected, they look at me with eyes full of skepticism. But it doesn't matter. No matter how much they distrust me. So long as I tempt them with hopes of bringing Haruto back to life, they have no choice but to agree. Nothing more than a casual game where I know the outcome already. She used to hate things like this. I smile faintly, reminded of a distant memory.
That's...
In the place I used to work, Osaka Memorial Hospital.
What? What?
Wait, that hospital?
That's right.
Yeah, as well. Lived there for a long time after all. Osaka Memorial is where human clone research began. That's where you, the first human clone in the world, but she is the first. Although, again, I have to wonder why she doesn't go through the aging process like everyone else does. If she's the first, why is it almost like when they refer to something as Master Forge, where they go all out with it, and then later, after the prototype, later ones actually have like scaled down or like are brought to cost, but the prototype is with all the bells and whistles. I love that, like, that look from him, that pose. That's the hospital where Sachika lived?
Oh no! I know, but...
I mean, I did used to live there. No Mamoru worked there or anything about human clones.
Listen.
Yeah, that's just all human clones was top secret. No reason to tell her that she was a human clone at the time. Not to mention, before I got into weight training and became unrecognizable, it was unrecognizably skinny back then.
So...
Well, it's probably the next ruin. So, where is the hospital? Must wait for it to drift up to Garage Island like the other ruins?
No!
My.
It matters whether you help him at this point, since he's already dead.
That's love.
You and I must admire the depths of your love, Miss Rinko. This is my first time getting yelled at while tied up. It's not so bad, eh, Rio? Don't worry, we can go to Hirosaka Memorial whenever we want.
Well...
Right.
I'll bring Haruto back to life, so would you mind untying me? timing. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the Garage Kids, it's time for my revenge to begin. It is so interesting to me that they have this set up in this way.
This might be useful. I'll hold that.
So it's interesting because there's like 5 sets here. 6 sets. But 7 people died. So where's the other set? It's possible we'll be attacked. So, where's the one with the sword? There it is.
This might be useful. I'll hold that. Nice. I'll hold that.
Interesting, and there's an extra weapon in that one. Oh, hey! So as he picks them up, it just automatically equips them. That's cool. I stand before the small shrine on Garage Island.
So... Hey.
And the gods for help isn't going to do you any good, you know.
My.
I wish you'd all trust me like you did in elementary school. More importantly, you're supposed to take us to the hospital.
Well then.
And the shrine press a switch hidden inside. Interesting. Surprised it stayed that intact if everything's drifting around.
A ladder? It was here this whole time? It's like an entrance to a secret case! This is so cool, Mamoru!
Can Mamoru's adult form even fit through that? I still wish I could comment with my foot on the ladder.
Oh, wait, Doctor. You telling me there's a hospital under here? Just follow me and find out. Don't worry. I won't try to flee.
Alright then. Is everyone okay with that?
Not that they have any other choice.
Very well. So let's go then. I'll show you the secret of Garage Island.
Well, it allows a room about 13 square meters in size. Which if one makes their way down, I flip the light switch on.
Wowee!
Can you control Garage Island from here? Is it like an underwater naval system?
Wow!
It's like a spaceship's cockpit. I'd say it's more akin to a sub. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking when I saw it. But you're right, being cockpit. This is the control room of Garage Island.
What?
My.
You heard of the unexpected gourd island? No, that's probably before your time. Is that where the gourd that healed you in Sekiro came from? Garage Island's a moving island, like a giant ship. This control room where the island is steered from. Is that pronounced steered? I'm too surprised for words. I don't blame him. I'd try to have the same look on my face if I was in their position.
Hey!
What? Zit? What's so funny? The mystery's finally been solved.
You know...
I wonder why the ruin related to us drifting up to us was just convenient timing.
What? I'm telling you.
It's not the ruins that come to Garage Island, it's the other way around. It's I was drifting to the other ruins.
Huh?
So I do have to wonder, does this mean that Mirai was actually like down here guiding the island the whole time?
That's right.
And to add, the ones the rooms make contact are connected to Garage Island underwater.
No way!
Well, I know it sounds preposterous. Mashiro City was made to make such a ridiculous thing possible. So they designed Mashiro City knowing the end of the world would come? Really? So by looking at your face, it appears you didn't know either, Miss Yuma.
Well then.
Now for the big reveals. At the Hirosaka Memorial Hospital. Okay, no, it's him coming down here and doing it.
Whoa.
Until now, just slowly moving the island at night so no one would notice. There's no need for that now, so I'll be cranking up the speed.
I can't wait!
Hey!
Please do not have a shot of looking up the ladder as she
Give me
climbs.
a break. Hey.
It's a little late for that.
Um,
Dr. Mummer, who exactly are you?
I...
I'm the mastermind that turned you all into human clones. School physician of Kaiyo Academy. A resident and a Mani scientist. But I'm also one of you who wants to bring Haruto back to life.
What about this?
Take some time before we get there. You should go rest until then. But you're also free to stand guard over me if that's what you like. With that, turn away from the others and focus on the various meters and radars before me. Whatever it looks like that they have things out on their faces, I'm no longer able to see them. In turn, I'm not able to see the look on my face either. So I still don't have anyone else. Nope, they are actually all in my party. Okay, can't expand anything. Need an iron fence and a pipe. I swear I've gotten a pipe before. The workshop needs iron fence I do not have. Driftwood and some flowers. Iron fence and a partition. And a pipe. I must have made something else into a pipe.
the way home is...
Huh? Ha! Yeah!
Okay.
Got it! I'll take it. Got it! Too heavy.
Seriously?
Can't move. I'll take it.
I knew that would overload you.
Does this look useful?
Oh, of course, because, yeah, she was one of the original party members. No, just kidding.
Yeah!
Yeah! Maybe we could use this.
Alright, I also need a knee brace. Where are they?
I'm supposed to carry this?
Okay. And let's go ahead and real quick... You're already fully equipped and I'm lazy. Put you there, that way you can pick up...
I'll
that.
pick it up. I'm supposed to carry this? Maybe we could use this.
Damn it! It's hard to be lazy whenever you screw everything up.
I'm supposed to carry this? Maybe we could use this. I'll pick it up.
Okay. Nope, I thought that wasn't quite
Whoa.
it.
Maybe we could use this.
Okay, and with that done... Equip you, equip you... The knuckles can be for the last individual because they're not an upgrade. I do admit the lack of a second piece of armor is confusing. Because I should have everything back now.
Which way is north?
But oh well, I guess we are done now. I don't think there's anything I can make at the moment. Yeah, I've actually gone through everything. Nope, not quite. Close to everything.
It's done! It's done! Anyone want seconds?
I'm still 59, although I did go through a lot of it in the last area. I may have to take some extra trips to the first island just to grab monkey meat and pig stuff in order to be able to crank out some more. But until then...
Oh!
There really is... It's Sachika's home! That's Hirosaka Memorial Hospital, you guys. It's all old and damaged, but that's definitely it. All over in front of her. Knowing Sachika can hardly contain her excitement. It's your childhood innocent demeanor. And it's little sense of anger inside. She was once a genius. Who never expressed herself so unreservedly at this age.
Sachi.
Is Sachika a clone of that other girl? Well, no, because it was all top secret. We know that already. You ever seen an X-Gear and Extend machine in the hospital before? Nope. Never X-Gear my Bentley when I was in the hospital either. But there were lots of places I wasn't allowed to go, so maybe they were in there?
Yep.
I've told them so far is true. The truth conceals my true intentions.
Yeah.
If y'all don't trust me, I can go get it while y'all wait here. Save for Ruth no matter what.
No.
She gave us a lot to save us, but we'll help her with our own hands.
Besides,
Okay, I am liking how much of a twist this is on Ichio. Dare join me? Let's go to the mansion where Sachika grew up. Sense of duty is very much like alcohol. Offer them the first sip and they'll drink the rest on their own. The more they drink, the better they feel. They lose sight of what's actually important. My plans for Kaio Academy went a bit off course. But I'm not done here. It's not game over yet.
Good grief.
I don't like the trouble. I don't like the smell of this air. It smells like trouble. We should be fooded up for the time being. I do like that quote. That. Wow, my God! No!
Full power. Ready?
no more messing around. Concentrate.
Not okay, thing.
Yeah. 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 Nice.
That was crappy. Wasn't ready for that. Not a whole lot I could have done about it, I don't think, because I could not have seen him until he was already charging. That's a plant. So that goes back to the beginning. There's that, but you better believe I'm going to look around the area first.
Full power. Ready?
No more messing around.
I'm glad I heard this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got surprise attacked. Faster than that, man. And this guy's got hit points for days.
I'll pick it up. Excessive greed will lead to ruin.
Man, you just have no ability to move, do you? Interesting that there's a storm here. We've never actually had weather effects up until now. Up until now, every island's been very, like, straightforward.
What is this? There it is.
Interesting. Strategy guide.
Is it edible?
Found medicine. That's certainly a nice find. Assuming it's still good. It might be so expired that it's actually dangerous now. I doubt they would do that, but it would actually make a degree of sense.
Ow.
Because I heard something.
Concentrate.
Full power. Ready?
No more messing around!
God damn! Die! Why all of a sudden are you taking 87 hits to kill? Die!
Stop it. I'm supposed to carry this? Excessive greed will lead to ruin.
Why is he taking so many hits to kill all of a sudden? That's new. He hasn't done that previously.
Maybe we could use this.
Man, guys, I hate to say it, but I may have to, like, ditch out of here really quick.
Concentrate.
They won't get away.
Careful. No more messing around!
They won't get away.
Careful. No more messing around! Concentrate. Lose weight.
Okay, it was just that I guess when I was older, I did more damage, and I was actually severing his tongue immediately, which changes his attack patterns.
What's this?
What are you doing?
I hear that. I feel like it's down
I
there.
wonder what this is.
It's a hospital. Of course there's water.
Looks suspicious.
Not a good place. Thankfully, he's not very smart. He's trying to make his way around.
What is it?
Okay.
Lucky me!
All this way for a school jacket? I bet that will be open
won't
sometimes
open.
because I don't see a switch. It's probably one of those another. That's the one of the worst things in the game is when these doors just sort of randomly open and shut based on time, from what I understand. Like that's
It won't open.
super dumb.
What is it? I'm supposed to carry this?
Okay, so it looks like other than that hole, we may be out of places to go. And that actually scares me a lot more than it should. Only because if each of these places...
There it is. I can't.
won't budge.
I can't.
I keep seeing that, like, wheelchair, and it keeps freaking me out every time I see it. But yeah, if, like, those won't budge, then the only path I currently have forward is to fall down that hole. And I don't really want to, because that means I can't get back out. Like, right now, I'm about to go back and, you know, resurrect the people that I got killed. What's gonna happen when I fall down? Like, and I can't... I guess you can always return to base that way. So I guess it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is, but it's still not the best around. The hell?
Concentrate.
They won't get away.
No.
I'm not 100% okay with this thing being here.
Leave the rest to you.
Man, I'm not good at this kind of control scheme. Okay, thing, die. Die. Jesus, thing, die.
We might need this.
I'll hold this. Maybe we could use this.
That is very not comfortable. To have freaking massive creatures on Garage Island. This was always kind of my safe haven before. And there's no real explanation as to why they're here. They just sort of showed up. Oh, derp. It's gonna be hard to get out of the child phase like this. All right. I'm like consistently super weirded out and have to look all around me at all times. Oh, I feel sorry for him now.
Good night.
Oh, did we actually get? Oh, I got it with the old lady. God damn it! Really, I got it with Grandma Rinko.
Look.
You have to ask me every time, you know. Want to sleep? Go right ahead. I'm not gonna do anything. Same age. We're almost all alive here. It can lighten up a bit.
Well, you see.
I've never talked formally to anybody.
What?
I don't know about the others. My farm was family run, so it'd be weird if you're all formal with each other. I'm formal with everyone I spoke to ever since I started working.
Look.
I mean, I'm sure that's fine in the workplace.
You're probably right.
You wouldn't want to be too casual with your superiors.
I apologize.
No.
It's no one's fault, really. You just don't have many things in common to talk about. We're a florist and a farmer, after all.
Yeah.
But I guess we do both deal with plants.
Definitely.
I don't dislike them, but you know, just go to sleep. I'm honestly since you were going to. Okay, that wasn't the
Good morning.
weird one with the pseudo naughty scene. I'm glad, because I didn't want it with the freaking kid and an old lady. That would have made me uncomfortable. Why'd I come in here? Oh, I remember why. Because I was actually going to go into the album, change the two of these into adults, and then replay the scene, but then I realized that like that's part one, and so having the different ages shouldn't actually make a difference.
Look.
Well, what?
There's a lot more than I thought there would be, so apparently you can push them through a lot of bonding events. Eventually I'll probably have to just load up a save and
Definitely.
one of the old saves and just push through. Because I have not unlocked any of the other ones, because I don't sleep a lot. Just like in real life. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.